try this again. I'm not really good at lives, but oh well. Get me some coffee. It's up here. Like a radio. Something. Well, I got one person in here. Welcome. I wonder if I can see who's in here. Nope. Trying to figure this out. Alright. Hello. Alright, if whoever's in here could say hi so I can see who it is. Because all I can see is that there's one person, but I don't know who. It is cold in here. Alright, I don't see... Can you type something so I can see if it works? What's this button do? No, that doesn't do anything. What's that button do? Oh, sweet, I can do filters. Sweet. There we go. Get rid of that. Alright, we got 2 people in here. Can you guys hear me, or if you can hear me, go ahead and type something. I'm not seeing any typing. It could be that I don't know how to do this, really. I don't do lives very often. Lance, how you doing? So you can hear me. Okay, because I'm at the cabin, and I didn't know, I mean, I only have one bar of reception here, so I didn't know if the live would even work. So that's good news. Now I wish I knew how to bring somebody up so that I'm not just talking to myself. But I'm not real sure. I don't even know how to make somebody a moderator on this, because I'm not using StreamYard or anything. I'm just using regular YouTube Live. So if you guys want to keep chatting in the chat, that would be cool. So I'm not just sitting here. So did you have a good Christmas? Are you ready for the new year? Okay, so I can only do that on StreamYard. Alright. Which I have, I guess, I mean, I could go on StreamYard, but I never used it, so I don't know how to do that. Well, since you're here, I'll show you around my cabin. Hopefully it doesn't freeze up a whole lot. Here's the cabin. It's got a lot of work that needs to be done still. I need to close in this room. There's going to be a bathroom and some storage. This is where I'm sleeping for now. I'm up here deer hunting, so got all my weapons out. And it's got 2 lofts. It's got 8 by 12 loft there. 8 by 12 loft up there. It's got a nice mini split system. This is my toilet that I made. I put a little bag in there, and that's where you go to the bathroom. So let me know if the video is lagging or anything like that. Hey bro, what's going on? My brother does watch my channel. What do you think of the cabin, bro? I was doing a test to see if I could even get reception. Here's the, here it is on the inside. I got my coffee here. Thank you. It's I don't know what the weather is outside, but it's kind of chilly. I'll take a little walk out here. You can see your breath, so you know it's a little cold. But I'll show you outside of the cabin. It's really quiet out here. You got the moon. Hey, Becca. How's it going? These are all the fishing people up in here. So yeah, I wish I could bring somebody else up, because then I'd have something to do other than sit here and talk. Let me turn that heat up. It is cold. So this is for the new people, this is the toilet that I built. So it's all made with pine, and it's got a little bucket. So you put a trash bag in there. And then this is the seat that I made. I'm gonna put this toilet seat on it eventually. So you put a trash bag in there, and you know what I forgot? I forgot my kitty litter. This is supposed to be full of kitty litter, and then you put that in there. All right, bro, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming in. That's right, Becca. Hunting, fishing, and mudding. I almost got stuck actually with my truck because there was some snow that was left over from last week, and when I was turning around to get out of my hunting spot, I started spinning in the snow a little bit. I need some new tires on my truck, but we'll do that in the spring. But it is cold in Illinois. Not as cold as it has been, but for some reason, after sitting out in the deer stand for a while, the cold just kind of hangs on. So I got my heater on. I turned it up a little bit. Turned it up to 70. Let's go to 72. Now, if I go up here to the loft, it's much warmer. I bet you it's probably 10 degrees warmer up in the loft than it is down on the main floor. So we're gonna put carpet in here. There's a bunch of dead ladybugs. My wife is coming up here tomorrow, and she's gonna help me clean all this, because the ladybugs got in here in the fall, and they really everywhere. I tried to sweep a lot of them up, but you almost need a vacuum to get them all. So in the morning, be doing some more hunting, and we're gonna do some squirrel hunting hopefully tomorrow. I got this new gun. It's called I think it's a Marlin. It's a Glenfield Model 25. Yeah, it's made by Marlin. And it's supposed to be a pretty accurate little 22. So we're gonna wear out some squirrels with that thing tomorrow. So I'm not seeing very many deer around here. During the rut, we saw quite a few deer, but it's kind of slowed down. Plus, the neighbors right across the road are just tearing out trees left and right. They've been doing it for weeks. So I think that's kind of messing up my hunting too. Is they got all kinds of heavy equipment over there and they're just ripping out trees, and so I sit there in my deer stand and I can just hear the heavy machinery over there clanking and snapping trees in half, so the deer probably don't like it. But we'll see. Maybe next year the deer will be hanging out more. But the squirrels, they don't care. They're everywhere. Squirrels are abundant. So that's right, Raised Outdoors. We're gonna get some squirrels and dumplings and do it upright. So I think I'll get my limit tomorrow of squirrels. But this little Glenfield, it's got a little retractable mag. I think it holds maybe 5. So we'll see. I'm excited to shoot it. I haven't shot it yet. So it'll be fun to get this little thing out and maybe get my wife on a few squirrels tomorrow and she'll have fun at least. But I need to bring up I got some kitchen cabinets that are going to go in here. So I'm going to have a little kitchen there. And then, like I said, this will be a bathroom and storage. But yeah, for a little hunting cabin, it's not too bad. It's not very big, but you know, it's got all LED lighting. So it's good on and stuff. Catch up with the comments here. Squirrel is your favorite kind of meat. Is that right? I don't know if it'd be my favorite, but I do like squirrel. The ladybugs are good luck, then I must have a lot of good luck in this place if ladybugs are good luck. Here's some of the ladybugs. Well, if they're dead, they're all dead, so I don't know if that means they're bad luck because they all died, or if they're still good luck. I think I'm gonna get rid of this monstrous stair system. Some hooks up here, because this thing, it's easy to go up and down, but it takes up a lot of room. So yeah, I don't know about the dead ones either, but I'll show you. And there was a lot more ladybugs. It's pretty airtight in this little cabin, and it came like this from the factory. So I'm glad, because I wouldn't have done as good a job if I had to finish it out. So here's my up there. My reception cuts out. Y'all quit moving around. I think it's when I go up to the loft, for some reason, the reception is really bad up there. Yeah, I could hunt out the window. I look out the window a lot when I'm down here camping, just in case, something runs by. I did see I finally saw the bobcat that lives out here. I've heard about it from the neighbors, but I hadn't actually seen it until today. It's a bobcat and a kitten, and they didn't see me or smell me, so I was glad about that. That means I'm doing something right. If I'm hunting deer and they can't, and the bobcats don't know I'm there, that's good. But it was cool to see. They're pretty cool little animals, and we don't have a ton around here in Illinois. They're kind of new. They were reinstated by DNR and protected for a while, and now you can finally hunt bobcats, but you have to get into a drawing for tags. You can only get one tag per year, and I think it's $100 for that tag, so it's kind of expensive, but it's cool to see them around. So I have 15 acres here, and it's surrounded by, well, it's on a creek. It's on a main creek corridor, and then it's surrounded by fields, and it's right next to a state park. And the state park is 3,000 acres of timber, so I think my land is probably a good travel corridor for the deer, hopefully. So at least that's what I'm hoping. I saw a possum earlier too when I was in the deer stand, and lots of squirrels. So tomorrow we're gonna get us some squirrels at least. I need to get some more supplies up here, more coffee and water. I'm almost out of water, which I have water here at the property, but I don't have it turned on because it's winter time, so having water in the winter here is just pointless. Hey, El Diario. I missed you. I didn't see you in here. Thanks. I'd like to do a live, outside fishing or something. I think that'd be more entertaining than just sitting here. But it's too cold for me to fish. I like fishing in the spring and summer. But thanks for sharing it out. And I wish I need to get on StreamYard and see how to go about doing a live on there so that there can be people up on the panel talking. You don't have very good service down there? Yeah, service is just kind of spotty around here. Sometimes it's good and other times it's not. We're kind of close to, I think we're about 30 minutes from the Missouri line. And there's a lot of rolling hills around here. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But yeah, what I need to do more lives because my watch hours are really, really low. So I either need to come out with longer videos or start doing lives, but I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Same here, Raised Outdoors. Especially if there's nobody talking back. I mean, you're helping me out by messaging, but I'm not a big talker anyway, so it's kind of weird for me. Got me some applesauce. I should have brought more food. I didn't really bring much. You know what though? Brought some chocolate. I'll have some chocolate. Popcorn. Got me some caramel popcorn. Hey Glenn. I thought I knew your name at some point, but I guess I'd forgotten it. So what have you been up to, Glenn? You guys still hunting down there, or is the season over? Working? That don't sound like fun. But I guess somebody's got to work. We're not real busy this time of year at my job. Yeah, I'd like to get me... The one thing we don't have around here is hogs. And I really want to shoot a hog. I've been to Missouri once trying to go after hogs, but we didn't see any. And I went to Texas too on private land, and we didn't see any hogs. But hopefully one of these years I can get me a hog. I don't think winter's the best time to hunt for hogs. Is that right? Yeah, the crappie. Now the crappie would be hitting pretty good right now with these temperatures. Now is that because the only place you have to go, is that because that's the only place there's hogs, or because you have to, that's the only place where you have access to the public land? Okay. See, I went last year to Missouri, and I mean, it was really cold. It was -4 degrees, which is really rare for that part of Missouri. But we hunted all day and all night, and we didn't see anything. And we drove around and had the night vision goggles and everything. Well, they must have just been piled up in the out of the wind and stuff. I don't know. But the guides, because we were doing we paid guides to take us out on private land, and they said that that it was probably way too cold for the hogs. So I'll have to try it again. It was like $200 for the day to hunt, but they provided the ammo and the guns with night vision sights and all that, thermal sights actually. So I may try it again. Okay, so that's the only place you guys have access. Is the success rate pretty good at the public hunting areas? Yeah, I bet there's a lot of people that go. But if there's a lot of hogs, then that should work out pretty good. I always like watching those guys down in Alabama that trap the hogs, where they bait them and they have those traps that they set off. That looks like fun to do some hog control like that. I probably get paid to do it too. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I bet the hogs they're probably bad for everything. Agriculture and hunting and everything. Yeah, I'd be getting me some bacon. Now, if you're deer hunting and a hog walks by, you're allowed to shoot it, right? Finally warming up in here a little bit. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, yeah. He's funny. But yeah, he does a good job trapping those hogs. Okay, so if you got a deer tag or something, you can shoot hogs. We can shoot, in Illinois, we can shoot coyotes if you have a deer tag with a slug. If you don't have a deer tag, then you can't shoot a coyote with a slug. You have to use buckshot or something, or a rifle. But we can't hunt deer with rifles in Illinois until next year. Next year they're starting a rifle. They're gonna allow us to hunt with rifles, but it has to be a single shot rifle. Oh, so you guys go down to the south and kill them? That'd be fun. I got a friend in Florida. But I don't know if he has a lot of hogs in his area or in Apalachicola. You guys go with guides and you pay to hunt, or you just have buddies down there? Or? Who else is in here? There's 2 people. I see down there they use dogs too. That'd be fun to chase them down with the dogs and watch the dogs do their work. Okay. Self-guided draw hunt. That'd be cool. I guess the hogs probably, I mean, I don't know, I've never really hunted them, but they probably stay close to water, right? Swampy areas. So they can root. But I hear they are really smart. They don't want to be seen, they're not going to be seen. Yeah, we sure do. Especially you guys in Arkansas and in the South. Yeah, Illinois is kind of, they got a lot of regulations in Illinois. And it's expensive to hunt here if you're non-resident. Now, what do hogs eat for the most part? I know they eat corn and stuff like that. Oh snap! But a hog will eat pretty much anything, won't it? $125 for 3 days. That's a good deal. I don't even know if you can get your out-of-state hunting license for that here. And then you got to get tags and everything else. Now, I heard that hogs will eat like small animals. Is that true? Or do they just, I mean, I guess they do eat meat because they're pigs. So they'll eat anything, I guess, if it's an easy meal and it's maybe already dead. They're not really hunters, I don't think, but. So yeah, acorns. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't made it to this part of Illinois yet. They're in Missouri, and we're not too far from Missouri, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I saw a video of the hog eating a little fawn or something that was a dead fawn. But yeah, pigs will eat just about anything, so I imagine wild pigs will eat anything too. Well, that stinks that you have hogs to your north and your south. Is that because of the terrain there, or what do you think the reason is that they're north and south of you but not where you're at? Pretty sure hogs are pretty adaptable, right? They can live pretty much anywhere. Except if maybe if it's too cold, they can't live there. Oh, the interstates. Okay. Hmm. Gotta check the water. Yeah, it got real cold. We had negative minus 36 wind chills last week. Now today it was up in the 50s, but the creek is still frozen. It's got ice on it, but the water's running underneath it. Now ponds and lakes, they're still pretty frozen, but not hard. We can't ice fish or anything around here. The ice never gets quite safe enough to ice fish on, I don't think. So the hogs don't like to cross the interstates. They're smarter than deer then. Kind of hard. I do not. I've never gotten into trapping. I always thought it would be cool, but I've never tried it out. I could probably do pretty well around here because there isn't that many people that trap. And I saw on the state park Facebook page, they give out 2 trapping licenses per year, and they had no applicants this year. So maybe I should get into trapping because I could probably do all right even on public land, since nobody else seems to want to trap. We have plenty of coyotes and beavers and stuff like that. Are the fur prices any good? Mark J. Larson. That's cool. Yeah, there are some people that trap. Just not very many in this part that I know of. Yeah, we got a lot of farmland around here. I actually live an hour away from where I'm at now. And it's all farmland over there. And then over here, we're in between the Illinois River and the Mississippi River, so we're kind of in a valley, but there's a lot of hills and stuff too. Yeah, beaver are pretty cool pelts. I've seen those. I bet in this area there'd be a lot of beaver. There's a lot of creeks, and there's a lake, a big lake not too far from here. And I saw the two bobcats tonight, which over where I live, I mean, there's bobcats, but I never see them. And here on my property, there's two that live on the property. They come through pretty often, according to the neighbors. Yeah, the catfishing, since we just bought this place, we haven't done any fishing around here, but yeah, the catfishing would be good in the rivers for sure. Because the Mississippi is about 10 miles away, and then Illinois is 20 miles back that way, maybe 30. And then you've got all the little tributaries to those rivers. And then we have a creek that goes right through the property, but it's pretty shallow. If it does have catfish, I think it would only be seasonal, like in the spring when it floods. But what I like to do is go bow fishing. So now that we have this place here, I hope that we can do some bow fishing in this area, because the Illinois River, well, and the Mississippi has the Asian carp. They're kind of taking over. And there's some pretty big gar and buffalo and everything else. So in the summertime, I hope to do a lot of bow fishing. That's probably my favorite thing to do, is bow fishing, because it's hype. It's, you know, it's deer hunting's all right, but deer hunting's kind of, I don't have the patience. I get tired of sitting still and everything. But with bow fishing, it's action packed. You're always shooting at something, or always seeing something, it seems. And it's kind of like hunting and fishing mixed together, so it's really fun. And then we get a lot of flooding, and the fields will flood, and then you can get out there in a little boat, and there will be grass carp and just all kinds of fish everywhere. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever get rid of my bow fishing stuff. I don't have a boat or anything, but I go in a kayak, or I have gone in a kayak, and I just stand up in the kayak and shoot the fish. But I don't want to go into debt to get a boat to shoot fish, you know what I mean? But I'll take my little kayak. It gets you out and gets you some exercise too, so that's always good. But yeah, I go with about, there's 3 or 4 guys that I hang out with that do a lot of bow fishing, but we're all, we're all shore bow fishers, or, we might get a canoe or something. It's always kind of redneck, but we don't have the fancy boats. It'd be cool to have a boat with all the lights. Then I'd probably do it all the time if I had a lot of money invested in it. But we're kind of like opportunity bow fishers. Whenever it floods, we'll stand on the roadways and shoot it into the fields and stuff. Yep, that's right. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, and I did have a bow fishing bow, but then I just bought a really cheap bow from Walmart for deer hunting. It's called I don't remember what it was called, but it was some cheap bow, and it was 45-pound draw, so I bought another reel. So I have several bows for bow fishing, but that little deer hunting bow worked great until there's a little screw that came off the cam. So I haven't used it since then. I need to see if somebody can fix it, put a new screw on there or something. But the screw actually snapped, so part of it's still in the cam, part of it popped off. But it was really easy to shoot fish with it. Yeah, it's starting to catch on around here. People get the flat bottom boats and set it up with lights. Down in southern Illinois, I think it's quite a bit bigger. Over by Wren Lake and those really big lakes, there's actually some charters that they'll take you out bow fishing. But the Illinois River also has a charter for Asian carp. I think it's called Dixie something, and they take you on a pontoon boat, and the Asian carp start jumping out of the water, and you try to hit them in the air, which I've never hit one in the air, but I've hit plenty that they're swimming, but not when they're jumping. Man, I've almost got this going on for an hour now. It's like a record for me. Man, it's getting very warm in here. Senora Makata, how are you? It's been a long time since I've seen you. Happy New Year to you also. How is Morocco treating you? Yeah, those Asian carp are pretty bad. They're everywhere now. I mean, they eat pretty good. They're good eating, but they're just horrible for the native fish, I guess. And boaters. Don't want to get smacked with one of those. I've seen the videos. And they get really big, so. You've been working too hard, Senora. I don't do lives very often. I just don't have anything else to do, so I'm doing a live. And Glenn is nice enough to stick with me here and keep me busy. So you never eaten one. They're really good. They're real. I mean, as long as you cut that mud vein out, the red part in the middle of the fillet, they're good. But they're kind of bony. So what I do, my little trick to get rid of the bones, is I run them through a meat grinder, like I would deer meat if I'm making a hamburger. So I run my fish fillet through the meat grinder, and all the bones, they're flexible bones, they're little bones, they're not real rigid. They get stuck in the grinder itself, so you have to clean out the grinder every so often. But then you're left with minced fish meat, and it's boneless. Yeah, you should do a catch and cook. I think you'd get a lot of views on it too, because the few videos that I've done with Asian carp have gotten a lot of views, because I think people are realizing how bad they are and stuff, but they are good to eat. Oh, so you're on vacation in the Philippines, Senora. That's good. I'm glad that that you get to go home for a while and see your family and your country. Yeah, what I do is I'll make little patties, and then I make tacos, fish tacos. That's probably my favorite thing to do, because then the fish taste is not, almost anybody would like fish tacos. So I just grind it up, I make little balls, and then I fry them, and then I take the shredded cauliflower that you buy at the store, put a little bit of that on there, take mayonnaise and some type of powder, I forgot what it was, but you mix the two, and then that goes on top, and then you can put hot sauce. But it's real easy. I got the recipe a long time ago and did it at a family thing, and people really liked the tacos. But then I'll also make where you take the Ritz crackers and you crush them up and put that into the patties, and then minced onion, and you fry that up, and that tastes pretty good too. Oh wow, 14 years without seeing your grandkids. That would be hard. Well, I'm glad that you get to go home and see your family, Senora. That's really good. That's a long time to be away. Down here. And this chair is really loud. It's creaking. Trying to film your hunts is really hard, I've found out over the years. I always get out there and my batteries are dead, or it's real cold and my batteries will die pretty quick, or I'll forget something. So it's hard to YouTube your hunts. But I did get something new for Christmas. Let me show you what I got. So, for Christmas, my wife got me these iView glasses. And they're supposed to be the best video recording glasses out there. The stability, I read on the reviews that they need to work on the stability issues as far as when you turn in your head. It's kind of shaky. But so it's got clear lenses or tinted lenses, polarized. Here's the polarized lenses. And so this would be good for bow fishing because you can wear it, and wherever your head goes, you can record with that little camera. It's one button touch, and there's no SD card or anything. It's built-in memory. So you just plug it into your computer and it downloads everything. So I haven't tried these out yet, but I'm excited to try them out. Because I'm not good at trying to remember to turn everything on and off, and so this just has one button right there, and that's all it is. One touch recording and one touch stopping. The battery lasts like an hour, a little bit over an hour, and it is 1080p. Yeah, and that's another thing. If I need to learn how to use my eyes instead of my head every time I want to look somewhere, maybe just use my eyes to look around and keep my head kind of still. Thank you, Senora. What do you mean if you go back to Morocco? Do you think you might stay in the Philippines? That would be nice if you could, right? So yeah, Glenn, I'm excited to try those out. But I think they'd be really good for bow fishing because I don't have to worry about a GoPro up on my head falling down, or trying to strap something to my bow, which I've tried before, and when you shoot the bow, it shakes the camera and then you don't get a good shot. So I've tried a lot of stuff over the years, and glasses might be the better option. Unless, you know, you can have your own, unless you can hire a camera guy or something, that would be even better, but we're not there yet. And then I got this, oh, you're going back in January 7th. Okay, well, 3 weeks that's a pretty long vacation. That should be good, Senora. And I got this little trail camera off Amazon. It's called I got it upside down. It's called a Woo Sports. But it does pretty good, and I think I only paid like 25 bucks on Amazon. So, you know, that's why they call me Hand-Me-Down Outdoors, because I ain't trying to spend a ton of money on my hobbies. Even though that, you know, these are brand new, but they're cheap. Yeah, I bet you would. You'd be like, I don't know if you watch Deer Meat for Dinner, but they got several camera guys, and they're always getting into crazy footage. I tried to have my 9-year-old daughter do some videotaping, but she she just kind of wanders off into space and doesn't get what I was hoping for sometimes. Or she'll be looking at me, but the phone will be way over here looking at the water. I've watched his channel. That's probably one of the first channels I started watching on YouTube. So he's been doing it for a long time, and he's done really well with it. And they go all over the place, which is cool. They go to Alaska and the islands and everywhere else. All right, well, I've been live for over an hour, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. But thank you for hanging out with me and staying with me this whole time. And maybe I'll get better at this live stuff and have some more interesting things going on in the future. But I figured I'd test it out just to make sure it worked out here at the cabin, because maybe I could do a live at the creek or something while I'm fishing. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I had a good time chatting with you too. So I'll be looking out for your next videos. I think I hear the coyotes out there howling. And Senora, I hope you have a really good vacation in the Philippines. I hope you get to love on your grandkids a lot, and hopefully you have a good time. All right, guys, we will talk to you later.